Namaste, viewers. First of all, let me start with congratulating all of us for landing on the moon. But I'm going to talk about Saturn today. You all must be wondering, why am I speaking about Saturn when the whole world is in a frenzy of India landing on the moon? Congratulations to India once again. I'm talking about Saturn because I have been asked to speak. And one thing that I must say is that I waited for certain signs after Dr. Manish Pandit had tweeted that Arunisha has had some very um, solid experiences with Shani Maharaj. I had stopped myself from reacting to that tweet in particular. I could have written, or I could have immediately made a video and I could have, sent it on the tweet. But I waited for a sign from Shani Dev. It all must be very fantastic to you, all of you who have not much knowledge or experience of deities. But in my life, I have had some very practical experiences with deities, and I know that they are all very, very real and in existence. So I make it a point to communicate with them in my own way, giving them that respect and asking for permission if I have to speak anything about that particular deity. I did so, and I knew that I will always get an immediate answer. It has happened with me earlier also, and I was very, very sure that I would get an answer immediately from Shani Dev, whom I have, and everyone used to always think that he is a very slow Graha. Well, he is not slow. If you ask for immediate results, immediate answers, immediate retribution, and immediate judgment, he will deliver it to you. I am speaking with very measured tones over here because I want to use words that are apt so that I don't go or get carried away in my conversation or in my narrating of experiences. I particularly do not like to talk about my experiences because they all will seem very fantastic. And I said the same thing in my mind as a prayer to the Lord and asked Him to give me visible signs if I should even speak about this subject. Within a few hours, as I was scrolling through social media or all our content that is there on the phone, there was a fresh content of a moon and a Saturn coming from behind the moon. As a media enthusiast and a media professional, I know that it is also about algorithms. So I kept quiet and I did not react. The next thing that came to me was a poster by someone of an art exhibition which was regarding random subjects, some temple art and some Indian art and some Egyptian art and so on and so forth. And in that poster, there was this lady who was at the forefront. I think she is the curator. And she was talking about the date of her face was there and the dates of the exhibition was given. Absolutely random poster. And the poster had a background of a Saturn on it. Now, this was a very clear sign for me, because that planet, that design did not have to be there in any way, because that poster did not even speak anything about planets in this. I still took a little more time to understand a few things before I speak to you all, and I am now taking the liberty with measured stones. I will speak about Shani Dev, the Devata, the guide, the mentor, the beautiful deity that he is. They say that Shani Dev can give you darshan in the form of a yogi or in the form of a priest. And I think there is a third one, I'm not too sure of that. I have had lucid experiences in the form of a priest and in the form of a yogi. The particular incident that Dr. Manish Pandit had spoken to us about, or rather he wanted me to speak on, was a dream. Now, this is not a dream. It's almost a meditative trance that you are in, and you are subjected to some kind of premonitions and all of that when you are going through particular phases of your sadhana. So be it. The dream went like this. A common friend has a celebration at her place. This celebration is a religious celebration, and there are mounds of rice kept in golden plates, and then there is beautiful pakwan which is displayed everywhere, and there is food and there is bounty and there is an amazing amount of abundance. And then there are a lot of priests over there, all clad in white, and the typical Kerala Nambudri kind of dressing styling they have, with a chota, tied up hair like this, the side bun. All the men priests had that. I didn't see any female priests over there, but they were all generally men. And there was a lot of talking and happy voices and all of that happening. And suddenly there is a hushed, the atmosphere just kind of changes, and everybody is looking at a particular direction. And this is like a place which could be like, you can always think that there are a lot of pillars, etc. So it's almost like a temple, with major fanfare of homas happening and food, etc., being displayed, and all of that puja, some kind of a celebration. um, I am there in that. Manish is there. A few other people are also there, and we are now all looking at one direction where everybody is looking at, and there is a complete silence or a hushed atmosphere, as if in reverence to somebody who is going to come. And I see this, and I've got goosebumps right now when I'm speaking about it. I see this priest, a tall, dark, thin, oldish priest coming. He's slightly tilted in his gait. Gait means in his walking style. And there is a huge amount of reverence and respect that everybody is bestowing on him. Everybody is like kind of bowing down to him, and he is coming. He looks that if he is walking sideways, but he is actually floating. His feet is not on the ground. The steps are, or the walk is a slow float, and he is making his walk towards us where we are standing. We are with a couple of priests there. Manishji is there, I am there, and this friend of mine, at whose place this is happening, apparently in that particular trance or dream state that I saw. He comes, and he is now giving prasad to everyone. So he's giving prasad to some people and all of that, and I am like a small child with all excitement standing next to Manish. My hand is like this, Manish's hand is like this, and he looks at Manish. He doesn't look directly. He's not, I mean, there are many stories which say that he is probably blind with one eye, or he only looks at you with one eye. He doesn't look at you with one eye. He has a slanting gaze, which means, side eye gaze. So he gives a side eye glance. So it's a side eye glance, and I still remember that glance very clearly. It's embedded in my heart, in my memory. And he, Tilgul, sesame laddus, big ones, he gives that to Manish. There, I think 2 or 3 of them he gives to Manish. And Manish accepts it with bowed head. And I proffer my hand. And he does like this. No. A gesture which says that I'm not giving it to you. I still push it forward and say, I want it. As if like, I want it. And again, he nods his or shakes his head in denial, not to give it to me. I still push forward. And then he just sighs. He smiles at me. His side eye glance is still there. And he gives me sugar lumps, those kateri means the ones which is like the sakkar dane. In Marathi it is called as sakhar futana. Okay, so sugar balls, but with little edges to it. He gives that to me and smiles at me. This was the incident that happened, and Post the dream, I spoke with Manish and I told him this is what I had seen. He had at that point of time told me not to speak about it to anyone, and I had kept quiet. This was almost 10-12 years back, and within a few months we have seen the results of it. There was a massive showdown that Manish received in public. His image was deliberately being tarnished. All of that. There were a lot of backstabbing that also happened. Too much of a mess. Okay, and I was not in the middle of it, but I have had some very big onslaughts as well. Not as big as, of course, Manish, but I was affected. And later on, also unrelated to Manish, but with the same participants of that entire story unfolding, I have had my backlashes as well. And backlashes, or what you call as negative experiences. Um, with due respect to everyone, uh, I mean, those incidents, those people, those participants of those incidents are uh, people who have made me what I am also today. So therefore, thank you to them. So that is what Manish has been speaking about. Having said, two more incidents that come to my mind, which explains the greatness or elucidates the greatness of Shani Maharaj. And this is one planet or one Graha, one deity that I respect everyone, but this has, I have not had such palpable experience with anyone else apart from a few others, which I will, if I ever get the permission to speak about, I will. But with Shani Maharaj, the palpable, he is one of those with whom I have had palpable experience, and these experiences just kind of make me not just revere or respect. I just want to kind of crawl on the ground and bow down. I don't know what I will do. I have so much of respect. Respect, reverence is like, those are not just lip service to me anymore, you know. So I'll tell you this beautiful incident. What had happened is that I was, everyone knows that I am a media professional, and I have worked with certain clients, some good, some bad, and all of that. And I've worked with political clients as well. So anyway, so one of these, this friend, a client who became a friend later, and I'm very passionate about my work, so it also kind of reflects through the work that I do. He wanted to gift me something for the astounding work that I had done for him, and I had said that, hey, you know what, I get paid for it, so I have a salary that comes to me every month, so I'm okay with it. And he knew that I was like a very khuddar person and didn't want to kind of accept any kind of gift from him and all of that. So one day when I was not at my office and had gone for some other meeting, etc., he made sure that I was not in the office, because the gift that would come, I would return it straight away. So I was not in the office. He made sure that I was, he called up my office. They said that Karunisha is not there. And then he sent me a gift. Now, when I returned to the office, and when I saw that this gift, and first of all, I picked up the phone and I jhadoed him and I said, what is this? And he said, now you cannot return it to me back, because then that will be very insulting. So I was like, okay, fine. I thanked him. I took the gift and I was on my way back home. And I was in the cab. I had my bag and all of that. And I was just feeling absolutely miserable about, having to do anything with that gift. So I spoke. I mean, in my mind, I spoke to Shani Maharaj and I said, I know that there is going to be a massive retribution to it. I don't want that in piecemeal. I don't want it in piecemeal with compound interest. Give it to me immediately, right here, right now, so that I don't have to do anything with it further anymore with this karmic, with this karma phala anymore. I'm thinking about it, and suddenly, after the cab stops, I kind of rummage through my bag to give him the money and all of that, and I'm giving him the bag, and suddenly there's a phone call. So I'm talking on the phone. I gave the money to him, and my bag is there, my money is there, and I just come out, and the cab moves. It just runs away. My purse is gone, my wallet in it is gone, my credit cards are there, my debit cards are there, my everything is gone. I am just left with that gift and my phone. It's like late in the night. I don't even have my railway pass with me. I don't have 1 rupee with me to even make. Sorry, my phone also goes away. Sorry, my phone is also gone away. So with me is just my laptop and my this gift. Okay, my bag, phone, everything is gone, and I don't even have a rupee to make a normal telephone call to my office, to my house, to my anywhere. I don't remember anybody's numbers. I don't remember anything. And like, I don't know what to do. I have no pass also. So go to, even board the train. And I knew that this was, and what I did was I knew I had ran behind the car and the cab, and the cabbie has already left. I looked up at the sky. I said, thank you. And now I have to get in a semblance of order. So please help me with that. I just kind of said. And I didn't know whom to contact. I took a cab and I said, okay, so because since we work with media, we generally are 24/7 open, offices are open at that point of time, even it's late night. I took a cab. I told the cabbie that, this is what has happened, but I need to reach back to my office, because there will be my security guard over there, and there will be, I will have a phone at my desk from or at the reception, from where I can make few phone calls and get some help for myself. And I then went back and I played it to him, say to wait for me. I will go up, just $30. I'll go up and I will bring you the money, or you come with me. I will borrow it from someone and I will give it to you. I borrowed the money from my security guard. I gave him the money, the cabbie, and the cabbie went. After that, I took care of everything, and then everything was fine. But this was a immediate retribution that I received, and I had prayed for it. The gift today has no meaning to me. The gift is, I think it's floating around somewhere. I don't even have it with me now anymore. But that was what it was, an immediate retribution, a beautiful retribution. For that moment, I was completely security-less, as you would say. But I was like, I managed the whole thing properly. This was a very immediate experience that I had. And invariably, every time that I feel that there will be a particular karma phala that which I can identify. I mean, not necessarily I can identify all my karma phalas. It's not possible. And I am not in the authority of even understanding a little bit. But whichever I understand, I try to get an immediate retribution. If he is willing to give me, he gives. And that's the story for you. And the third one was where I had, again in a meditative state, seen him, but not like what I had seen in the Manisha's incident. Here was a very young man with dreadlocks right up to his feet, sitting in meditation, eyes shut, completely shut, fair skin, young, with beard, very good looking. Um, that was another, and he was seated at the door of a Hanumanji temple. So there is this Hanumanji temple, Hanumanji is inside, and he is just sitting on the outside meditating in a very deep state of meditation. This was the, after that, I would say that these experiences are the almost like how you would have Shani Mahatmya, where the story of Shani Maharaj gets unfolded, his greatness gets spoken about, so that those stories become example for people to praise him, to understand him, to respect him, revere him, strike an engagement with him, worship him. So that is what the Mahatmya does. I hope this is taken in that state of emotion and not frivolously by people who are listening to this video. With deep sense of gratitude, with complete humility, I offer this content. I offer this content to at the feet of Shani Maharaj, and I will take any karma that comes on my way through this. If there are any retributions that I need to do with this, then let it happen. If he is happy with it, I wish that he blesses me. I bow down to him with great respect, with great humility, and offer this video at his feet. Jai Shani Dev. Om Namah Shivaya.